Thanks for joining me on Steel Toes and Sensory Woes. If
Dry
you can hear
spaghetti
your own
is
hair growing,
obviously
you're
for
in the
my
right
family
place.
not
Let's
okay.
get neuro
The kids
slippery.
absolutely have to have Parmesan for their spaghetti or it's not spaghetti. So here I am, standing in the hardware aisle of the grocery store, completely engrossed and distracted by the zip ties. And I'm thinking to myself, do I need Parmesan? Nah, I need these 400 count teeny tiny zip ties because B needs her heart shaped recording device put on her lanyard for school so that we can catch the bully saying shit to her. She's being bullied at school and we're working to get some proof, but that's a story for another time. I did eventually end up in the cheese aisle. Cue dissociation for what seemed like an eternity. Anyway, while I was staring at the empty spot where the cheese should have been, I realized I couldn't even think straight because the store was attacking me. And that brings me to the sensory war. We all have to fight, just to get a gallon of milk. So, the squeaky wheel on the cart that sounds like a dying bird, the person tapping their rings on the glass of the meat counter. Ugh, it's a lot. So, there I am, one ear bud in my ear in a super smutty audiobook, and the other ear is hearing a toddler scream 3 aisles over before I can make a break for the bread aisle. And of course, the universe placed a 2-mile-per-hour roadblock right in my path. Let's talk about the electric cart gauntlet. Okay, so my social battery is already super drained by the time I get all the way into the grocery store. But having one earbud in, at least one, is amazing. It's like being in 2 dimensions at once. You get to pretend you aren't listening to your favorite female character getting all her juiciest desires played out, all while walking through the PB&J aisle acting like you just need bread. But you're on a mission, right? You're on a mission. You've got your list, paper or on your phone, that you've already lost or gotten off of 3 separate times. And here they are, the roadblock, the old folks on electric carts. It's not just that they're in the way, it's that they have infinite time and you have negative executive function. This is where that internal monologue comes into play. Sir, I know that label on the prune juice is fascinating, but if you don't get out of my way in the next 30 seconds, I'm going to start crying in the middle of aisle 6. And then there's that dance. You know the one, right? Where you're trying to pass them without making eye contact because you know that they are not moving as quickly as they could or used to. I eventually did the awkward sidestep dance around the carts and made it home, but the chaos doesn't stop at the sliding glass doors of the store. Oh no, it follows us right into the kitchen, specifically into the crisper drawer. Let's talk about that ADHD tax we all pay in liquid vegetables. Okay. In my house, we don't call it the vegetable drawer. We call it the produce morgue. It's where I put the healthy version of myself to rest. I'll be at the store thinking, yes, I am a woman who eats kale. I am a woman who makes salads. I buy that bag of spinach with so much hope. I tuck it gently into the drawer like I'm putting it to bed. And then object permanence kicks in. If I can't see it through the plastic, it doesn't exist. 2 weeks go by, I go in their fridge looking for orange juice or a cheese stick, and I find it. That sweet little bag of spinach that isn't a vegetable anymore. It has transitioned. It's now a green, sentient swamp liquid. It's reached a state of matter that scientists haven't even named yet. I'm standing there in my kitchen looking at another piece of vegetable, a cucumber, okay, that has the consistency of a wet pool noodle. And I actually feel bad. I start apologizing to the rot. I'm so sorry, little guy. I had big plans for us. We were going to be a smoothie, but now you're just a little biohazard. And to be honest, it's not as bad as I make it out to be, really, when you look at all of it. The grand scheme of things, I probably threw away about $4 worth of veggies, maybe a little more, maybe like $6 or $8 worth of veggies, but, let's not get into that, right? But being a blue collar wife with ADHD means that my fridge is basically just a graveyard for those $6 or $8 dreams that I have to periodically scoop out with a spatula and a prayer. And look, I know throwing away a bag of sludge feels bad, but as a blue collar family, it hurts the wallet too, which is exactly why I fall for the sales traps every single time. My brain sees a yellow tag and suddenly I'm a high stakes commodity trader. We all do it. The yellow tag of sales challenges. You don't just shop, you hunt for deals. Talk about buying 20 pounds of flour because it was 50 cents off, or the chicken legs or drumsticks, whatever you call them, that are literally 99 cents a pound. And you end up buying 4 of the big family packs, hoping you have enough freezer bags at home to put them up so that they don't go bad sitting in the refrigerator. Well, I've got my deals, I've got my sludge to be, and now I'm at the final boss, the checkout line. If you've ever felt like your hands turned into oven mitts the second you had to put change back in your wallet, this next part is for you. So here I am. The cashier is a professional athlete, and you are a woman with clumsy hands and a spicy brain. The physical sensation that I get from the line behind me, feeling like every single one of their eyes are burning holes into my back. So picture this: you pay, and now you're shoving everything, receipts, change, coupons, into your shirt or your bra, and you just run out of the building because you didn't bother bringing in your purse. Yeah, yeah. Humiliation at its peak. Now, every week, I would like to share one glitch that our family had. For example, I have teenagers, so they refuse to get out of bed in the morning, or the husband decided to fix the toaster and now the lights won't work. Um, yeah, so before I go, I want to share this week's glitch. All right. Being a blue collar wife means that laundry isn't just laundry. It's a specialized recovery mission. Okay. My husband comes home, drops his work pants, and they basically stand up on their own from the grease. But because I have ADHD, I never, ever check the pockets. I just throw them in the wash. Y'all, when you do that, apparently, like, it's not a good thing. He left an entire roll of electrical tape and 3 giant galvanized nails in his pants. Do you know what a dryer sounds like at 9 p.m. to an autistic woman when there are heavy duty nails going 50 miles an hour in a metal drum? It sounded like a drum solo by a caffeinated woodpecker. Now, I'm in the living room. My skin is crawling. I'm starting to hum some kind of weird song to the beat because the noise is just too much. And I'm standing there looking at the dryer like it's a bomb. I finally open it, and everything, every single one of my soft shirts is covered in black adhesive from the tape and smells like a machine shop. So here's the glitch. I didn't even get mad. I just stared at it, closed the dryer door, and walked away. I told the kids, we're living out of the clean basket for the next 3 business days because mommy's executive function has officially left the building. If your house smells like WD 40 and your me time is sitting in the truck in the driveway for 20 minutes of silence, I see you. Work hard, glitch harder. I'll talk to you guys next week.